I had a few questions asked in particular about the reservoir. I think it's just 4 questions, so this will be a short video. So, first question was in response to impermanent loss. Like I explained in the Animal Farm video about impermanent loss, is when you create a liquidity pool token and you have two different tokens, and they're definitely not stable coins. So here you're using BNB paired with drip. So, yes, over time, normally you would get it and you may get it, but you have to understand that in the reservoir, this is a long term addition. So, whatever you put in there, as a minimum, you want to leave it in there as long as you're in drip. You decide, I'm done with drip, I'm taking my money out. At that point, you can pull it out of the reservoir. But as long as you're contributing and, excuse me, claiming and hydrating your drip account, you want to have money in the reservoir because you're helping to set and harden the drip floor price. So with the impermanent loss over time, if BNB goes down and drip goes down, of course, yeah, there you have the loss. However, with drip, the price it is now at $31 a token, and BNB right around, how much is BNB right now? BNB being at 384, it's hard to say what the future is going to hold, but more than likely drip will be up. That's our goal, and as well as BNB. And on top of that, the return for reservoir is anywhere from 60 to 100% APY per year. And then drip, we just know with the appreciation and the hydration, so it's no telling. But so that's what my view of an impermanent loss. The second question was, should I take some of my money from drip and put it into reservoir? How Whitney Houston say it? Hail to the no. You don't want to take money that you earn in 1% in the drip faucet or more, especially if it's been in there for a long time. It's made way more than 1% and it's compounded, and then put it into the reservoir, and the reservoir only earns 60% a year. So if you're going to do it, please, my suggestion is to please use fresh money. So if you have some extra money from another protocol, if you don't want to use any of your fresh money and you have another protocol that you can pull it from, then I would recommend doing it that way. I have some extra BNB that I claimed from another protocol, so I'm going to take that BNB and I'm going to put some more into the reservoir today as on the video. So that's my take on using fresh money versus your money for the claim. Because the last thing you want to do is be using money that's already gotten strong and juiced up and put it into something that's going to make it skinny again, I guess is a good way to reference it. Okay, the third question was, how often do you hydrate? I'm going to leave mine until the 1st of May. At that point, I'll do a hydration. Or what is that what it's called here? Yeah, compound. Okay, so here's called a compound on 1 May. Then I might end up just doing it maybe once a month, because it's going to depend on how much you have here in the rewards section. Because right now, if I hit compound, let me see how much it's going to cost. It's going to cost me 39 cents. However, the value here in reward is only like $1.29. So it's not worth it. So maybe once a month will be the way to go until this starts accumulating a lot more, which is going to be based on how much I have in proportion to the rest of the players in the reservoir. Okay, so I'm going to skip that there. So in the meantime, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put another 0.1 in there, 0.1, and hit buy. Right now, 0.1 is like $39 worth of drop. $38.58. There you go. And so my drops go up. And the fourth question is, again, of just why is it so important? Please read the white paper. But to sum it all up, the reason that the reservoir is important is because it helps support the floor price for the drip token, as well as to harden it and stable it. So a good example, say it's $31 now, drip goes to $50. But since everybody's been contributing lately, we have 4,900 players, almost 5,000 players. So as we get more players in there and they contribute to it, when drip hits $50, the next time it goes up to 50 and it starts to come back down, it may just stop at 40 instead of at 30. That's the goal of the reservoir. And I know as people ask about, well, what about drip in the BUSD? Yeah, that one is, it's not the same as the reservoir with drip and BNB because it specifically states in the white paper, and Forex has stated it in the other videos that I've played with in particular to the reservoir, that the reservoir is the one that supports the drip floor price, period. Okay, so I don't know why it's taking so long for that. See the little thing, the little ripple effect going here. But those were the 4 questions that I had received in the last day and a half in regards to the reservoir. Because as you know, because when we started talking about it last week, the reservoir was only at 4,600. So I'm going to keep track of the reservoir starting on the 1st of May and see how it grows. Because like I said, to have 4,900 here, which we've gotten 380 people in the last 5 days, but to have 85,000 people in drip faucet and 103,000 in the drip itself, it just doesn't make any sense that we don't have more. But it's not that the people not doing it, it's just that nobody knew. Because like I said, I had put some money in there last year just to throw it in there when I first did it, but I didn't know. Everybody just skipped over. Let me see if I can get the current numbers right now for drip. Can't load the dashboard. I got internet. There we go. Let's see. Dashboard does not exist. You don't have permission to view it. Okay, so I guess we don't have that anymore. Anyways, I was just going to check the numbers, but we can see the numbers here. But I was just going to check the overall numbers for drip. Anyhow, so that's going to end it for the video. I did listen to Forex in his AMA today, but what he said today was just a recap of the last 2 drip dispatches. So if you missed that information, please check the last 2, DD22 and DD23 of the dispatch, and it'll get all the information that you need. And it is coming online next week. But he did mention one thing today about the lending protocol, that we would be able to lend to the other drippers and it would have insurance almost about getting repaid. He said he didn't want to give too much away because, there's other folks out there listening and he don't want nobody to steal it until we got it up and running. So that's something more to be bullish about. All right, guys. So again, you'll remember the big 3. Number 1, crypto is an individual endeavor. 2, drip is different because I wanted to see if you remembered drip has the community component. That's what sets the standard, and that's what makes us different. Everybody's still trying to copy, but it's not the same. And of course, number 3, I felt like I was going to burp there. That increase your knowledge and reduce your risk. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. And of course, I have to say this is for educational, informational purposes only, not any type of financial advice, because I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, and especially with money that you need. So I'm going to end this now. So to all my legends, please like and share. And of course, if you have a comment or a question, please put it down there and enjoy your day. Legends, engage.